Hello. So this is one of my books on Japanese culture. It's Samurai Armies, 1550 to 1615. This is a particular era that I was really interested in, and for 10 years I ran a newsletter about this era. So I, of course, got this book. This one's a 1987 reprint of a 1979 original. It is mostly black and white, but there is some color in the middle. So it calls it the Golden Age. All of that's a matter of opinion. But certainly was a very interesting age, which I feel since I wrote about it for 10 years. There are a lot of images in here that are hard to find anywhere else. The details of personal guards and so on, you could probably find that sort of stuff online now. When this came out, it was fairly hard to get this information, but now, of course, everything tends to be everywhere, but it's still nice to have everything right in a book that you can easily reference about different battle formations, the way the commanders would move. They have, some details. You can see that reasonably clearly. There's some details in here about the outfits and the armor, but not a lot. This is a fairly small book. You've got an illustration, you've got a recreation of what a person would look like. I imagine it's a shot from a movie. And then some historic armor. I'm fortunate enough to have museums around me that have actual armor that I can go visit, but many people don't, so being able to look closely at some of these things is the next best thing. And there are a couple of pictures in here that are in color right in the middle. Most of it is black and white. So let's see if I can hold this up. So showing the different armor and different outfits from different situations. I like how they show both, we'll say, lower class and the ruling class in here. It helps a lot when I'm doing art projects or writing projects. Again, the different kinds of outfits. Oh, sorry. There we go. You get a good sense of the types of clothes they wore and the type of armor they wore, and then an illustration of how someone would put on their armor in the different stages. And then, some of these pictures are a little dark, but you still get the good details of what the armor looked like. So in our modern age, there are probably books that are more expensive and that have more color pictures in them, but this is still useful for what it provides. And I like to have a complete library of all different things, because you never know what tidbit a book will have that isn't available in other books. Out. So, all in all, I enjoy this. It's a very specific time period that this particular book addresses. The other book that I've got is from 200 to 1500, so it's a huge time range. And then this one is, barely 1550 to 1615, so it's a very short time period. But a lot of things happen during this time period that are very interesting. So let me know if you have any questions about the book.